let's go get dirty. So now that the paint has all been stripped off, now it's time to do the last bit of sanding and filling the holes. So that's what I'm starting to do here, is just filling any of the holes, the cracks, scratches, dents, all sorts of stuff. It's all being filled in. There's a few cracks on the door where they've had a bit of rough treatment. This one here, I'm painting on the paint stripper so I can get all the paint off the handle, and then starting to fill up the holes. And now I've got the brush, the wire brush and the scraper to get all the blue paint off, which is actually not very easy to take off, to be honest, but it will look a million times better once it actually is off. So the paint stripper does a pretty good job, but it still does need a bit of scraping. And then I did the wire brush to get the last bits of flakes of paint and everything else off. And yeah, now I'm starting to fill up the holes on this side of the door as well. You can see that there's quite a few dents and scratches and things, and most of it come up okay, but I just want to make them as smooth as I can make them, leaving the character still, but filling up any of the holes that are just not going to look very nice once it's painted. Here I am starting on the other door. So this one had a fair amount of damage on it as well. There's one part of the door that had what looked like hammer marks. Someone had taken to it with a hammer, and the same door had also been kicked in at some point. So the door frame that this door fits into is quite cracked and damaged. So we'll have to remove that one and put a new door jamb up. But you know, as I've said all along, this house has had quite a bit of history and not all of it good. But that's why I'm so passionate about bringing it back to life again, because I just think that it deserves it. You know, if you feel the energy in the house, and it doesn't really feel like, I don't know, it doesn't really have a negative feeling to the house. So I just want to bring it back to the beauty that I actually see. So I want to show everyone else just how beautiful it is. So this is the following day, once the putty and everything else has had a chance to dry. So I left it for nearly 24 hours, and then I'm coming in with a very soft sandpaper just to get the scratches or just to get the putty all nice and smooth. So here is the door when we very first started, in the middle. And here I am painting the doors to get them all nice and smooth. I mean, I could see from the start that they had the potential to be beautiful, but yeah, I'm actually very happy with the results. First lot of undercoat done. looks like a totally new door. And here's the other door ready to paint. And now I start the painting on this one. I definitely learnt a few things from painting the other door, so I'm doing the detail bits around the edges of the door first, and then I do the roller, which is much better way to do it. I'm actually thinking that I need to get a sprayer though, because I think it will in the end look much cleaner than using a brush on the door. The undercoat's pretty good, but I think the top coat will be a semi-gloss, so I don't want the brush marks to come up. So if anyone has a sprayer that they're happy to lend me, I know someone mentioned that they could lend me their sprayer, but I can't remember who it is. But anyway, I'll put a post up on my page, because I'm sure that someone had one that they were willing to lend me a little while ago. I actually really love painting, and it's taken weeks to get to this point and less than half an hour to do the actual painting part. But it is quite therapeutic to me, because I just love that feeling of seeing something come back to life, or just something that you can see is beautiful and actually, you know, turning it into something that actually is beautiful to everybody else as well.